Welcome to A Perfect Place to Start. I'm Catherine, and on this channel we do home decor and DIY projects. Today I have a fun video with some summer tiered tray decor ideas, and if that sounds like something that you're into, I hope you stick around, like, and subscribe. So for the first project today, we're going to be creating some pineapple signs. I picked up these little blocks. They were in a set of 3 from the Target dollar spot. I think I got them last year. I'm not going to paint them, I'm just going to take some scrapbook paper and I'm going to cover the stars with the scrapbook paper. And I did leave a little bit of the edge on each side just to give it a little bit of contrast. I kind of wanted it to look like they were like nailed in or attached with these buttons. So I went ahead and Mod Podged the paper on, and then I'm taking some green little buttons and I'm going to glue them onto the 4 corners of the signs. I used my silhouette to cut out a couple of pineapple designs, and then I'm just going to go ahead and attach it here onto the wood block. This one says, "You're the pineapple of my eye," and then the other one says, "Hello Sunshine." And I thought these were super cute. I'm pretty new to using my silhouette, so I haven't really mastered using more than like one color, but I really liked the black against the color. I just think it looks really cute. So once I get those attached to the sign, then I'm going to add a little bit of shabbiness because that is my style, shabby farmhouse. And so I'm going to just take some ribbons that I made into a shabby bow, and I'm going to glue them both at the top of the pineapple. Then I'm going to add a couple of buttons here to give it some cuteness because I absolutely love buttons. And then here they are styled in some decor. Today's video is part of the Leanie and Catherine's Tiered Tray Thursday Open Challenge. We do this every third Thursday of each month, so make sure you go down into my description box and check out the playlist so that you can see all the amazing tiered tray decor for this project time. For project number 2, I'm going to be creating some mini rolling pins, and I picked these up at Hobby Lobby. You can also pick them up on Amazon, I believe, but I'm just going to use some green acrylic paint, and I'm going to paint just the rollers on one of the pins, and then I'm going to cover the whole other roller with a green paint. So using my same scrapbook paper, I'm going to roll that around the middle. I cut it a tiny bit shorter than the actual rolling pin itself, so then I covered a part of the edges with the green paint as well so that it was not just the brown color. And then I just attach this with some Mod Podge, and I just roll really carefully. I attach like one edge of it, and then I put more Mod Podge on, and then I roll. And then at the very end I add some more Mod Podge just to seal it. And then on the very outside where the edge is, I put a little bit more Mod Podge to seal it in. I like attaching my Mod Podge to the paper rather than the project. I feel like it gives it a lot less wrinkles that way. And so I'm going to set that one aside, and then for this one I covered it all with the green paint, and I'm going to use my little dot tool that I got from the Dollar Tree. If you don't have one of these, you can definitely use the end of your paintbrush or a toothpick or something like that, but I'm going to go in alternating colors here. So the first color I did was yellow, and then I'm going to go back and use some white acrylic paint, and I'm just going to go ahead and add those dots randomly around till I like the way that it looks. Polka dots are super easy, and they're pretty much just what your eye says you like. Then I'm going to take one of these unfinished pineapple stickers that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint the bottom with my same yellow paint, and then I watered down my green paint to give this more of a watercolor look, and I'm going to go ahead and paint the top of the pineapple. Once I get that done, I'm ready to add some ribbons here, and I'm just going to use those same ribbons that I used in the first project. These ribbons came from the Dollar Tree, and I just made a quick shabby bow. I'm going to attach the pineapple into the one center of this bow, the one with the polka dots, and then for the other one, I'm just going to attach an alternating bow that has the yellow on top and the white on the bottom, and attach that with some buttons. This is totally customizable, so if you don't like, or you don't have these things on hand, you can use any embellishments here that you would like. The one thing that I thought after I glued these on is that I put both of the ribbons onto the right hand side of the rolling pins, and I kind of think that on one I should have put it on the left hand side and then the other one on the right hand side, because when I went to go and assemble them on the tray, I felt like that they were kind of similar, having the ribbons on the one side. But here they are, styled in some decor.
Hi friends, are you enjoying today's video? I hope so. I had a lot of fun making these, and if you're enjoying it as much as I did, I hope you'll go down and hit the like button so my video can be seen by other people.
So for this project, we're going to create another sign, and we're going to take this Our Home Sweet Home. This was part of the 3-pack that came with those stars from the previous project. They were a 3-pack from the Target Dollar Spot. I'm just going to take my yellow paint and cover this Our Home Sweet Home. Now my paint was really light and the background here was really dark, so it took several colors or several coats to cover all of the wording. I recommend using some spray paint if you're using a light color. I should have probably sprayed this white first or painted it white first and then done my yellow color, but I just used my heat gun and went over it several times and that worked out just fine. So once I have that painted my yellow color, I kept my top of my house white. And then I'm using my chippy brush and I'm just going to go over the yellow parts with my chippy brush to give it a distressed look. I do go ahead and go over the white as well, just in case it's a different white than the white I'm using. Then I'm going to take another cutout that I did on my silhouette and I'm just going to go ahead and place it here, and that is all there is to this project. I think it's super adorable and I really love the cutout here. But here it is, styled in some decor. For this project, we're going to create a pineapple planter, and this is a little abstract, but I'm going to take this pot, and I'd already painted it this white and distressed with brown paint several years ago. I had quite a few of these around my house with succulents in them for a while, but I decided to repurpose this one, so I just took my my yellow paint and I dry brushed it over the top of the white and brown, and I was okay if that came through because the bottom of this is supposed to look like a pineapple. So then I took some of my eucalyptus and I just cut it apart, and I'm going to glue that to the top to give it the appearance of like the pineapple top. And I just go around and randomly glue these. You can put as many or as little as you want up here. They stuck really well to the end. Just make sure that when you cut them, you give like yourself a little bit of a stem at the bottom so that the glue has something to hold on to. Then I'm going to take some of my Spanish moss and I'm going to glue that into the middle, and I just kind of work it around with my eucalyptus. Now you can definitely glue this part first if you want to. I don't know what I was thinking and why I didn't do that first, but here it is, styled in some decor. Here's a final look at all the projects from today. I think pineapples just make me smile, and I just think that they remind me so much of summer. I don't know what it is about it, but they just make me smile and they make me happy. So I hope you enjoyed today's projects for today's tray. Don't forget to go down to my description box and check out the playlist and check out Crafty Leanie's channel as well. And you won't want to miss all the exciting tiered tray summer decor ideas that are going on today. If you like today's video, there is also some videos up here that you can check out as well. And as always, wherever you are in your journey is a perfect place to start. And I will see you in my next video.